What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from sneakerfiles.com. Once again, recapping the news from yesterday. Just as a reminder, and like always, make sure to check out sneakerfiles.com because we write the articles there first. But we're expanding across the brands covered in this segment. Not that we have anything against other brands, it's just that highlights. We usually do the highlights, and there's more on Sneaker Files, but the highlights kind of extend into Reebok, Diadora, and Asics, but we still have our usual Adidas, Nike, and Jordan brand news. With that being said, let's jump right into it. Porsche Design has another unique collaboration with Adidas, this time on the Adidas Travel Tour Boost. Now, the overall look, at least to me, kind of mimics that of the Adidas Tubular Shadow, but as you guys probably already know, the Tubular Shadow doesn't come with Boost, this pair does. The upper is done in shades of brown, while Porsche Design's branding is seen on the tongue and by the heel. Currently, they've landed at shops like Hanon overseas. A stateside release is unknown, but they should be available very soon at adidas.com. Adidas Basketball and Damian Lillard are set to drop the Dame 3 West Campus, which is a nod to the gym at Berkeley Adult School where he once practiced with his team. Using off-white across the uppers, which resembles the gym walls. Following, we have cargo and burgundy accents for the wooden backboards, unfinished floors, and aging bleachers. For those that want to pick up this pair, they're set to drop on March 31st, 2017. Retail price will be $115, and I am sure this pair will be easily available. Alexander Wang and Adidas are now going to release a basketball shoe. However, the overall look appears to be for off-court. This is known as the Adidas AWB ball. It appears that the two have gone for a 1980s feel, and as you can see, it features Boost, and then we have a unique lacing system. Now, this pair shown along with the black pair is set to release on April 1st, 2017 for a retail price of $260. So right off the bat, this is a huge pass for me at $260. Not a fan of it, but maybe somebody out there watching, listening, might want to pick these up. I'm a huge fan of the Reebok Instapump Fury, and we got something new for spring 2017, this pair being called Orange Sherbet for the obvious reasons of using orange across the uppers. In addition, we'll have red on the heel and tongue pull tabs, and then across the midfoot along with the liner, we have the use of 90s paint splatter. Well, at least it's inspired by it. It's kind of hard to tell. But they are starting to release at select retailers like Cali Roots. Expect more to have them very soon. Diadora is set to release a new pack known as the Capri Pack. So inspiration came from the Capri Ocean, and they feature shades of blue for the water and tan for the rocks and sandy beaches. Two models will be included, which is the Diadora S8000 and the Diadora V7000. Each model will be available in two colorways. Now, there isn't a set release date or a retail price, but what I'm hearing is they're going to be available this week at select retailers. Ronnie Fieg and Asics has dropped a shitload of collaborations. It's almost hard to keep up, and now it looks like something new is going to release. This is known as the Asics Gel Diablo. Now, inspiration or even availability or a release date, retail price, all that good stuff is unknown. Ronnie actually took to Instagram to show us this preview, and by the looks of it, it's going to feature gray along with suede and mesh, and then we also have hits of red, and RF branding is seen on the tongue lace loop. Expect more information to be available very soon. We showed you the Nike Zoom Flight Bonafide in a multicolor theme, and another pair known as OG, and now we have what's being called Wolf Gray. And as you can see, Wolf Gray is plastered across the Flyknit upper and the extended collar. White on the midsole and carbon fiber on the pods located on the midsole. So like the other two, a release date or retail price is unavailable, but this pair is expected to drop sometime during summer 2017. Yesterday we showed you the next Flyknit Racer, which is known as the Mariah, but before they drop, but we don't even know when they drop, a restock is happening on the Multicolor 2.0. Keeping it true to the original release, we have multicolor used across the Flyknit upper, black accents, a little bit of blue on the tongue, and a white midsole. So these are going to be available at select retailers on April 7th. Retail price will be $150. Also in yesterday's video, we showcased a couple colorways of the Nike Kobe AD NXT, also known as Next. Now, new images have landed, which shows us how they look on feet. From the prior images, we didn't know this, but they do feature a translucent outsole. Still, they're set to drop on April 3rd, 2017 for a retail price of $200. I think about a month ago, an image leaked showcasing that Nike was re-releasing the Nike Air Force 1 Mid Jewel. Now we have more images, and on top of that, The mid and low top will be available, and it's going to drop during summer 2017. I'm not sure a specific release date, but one pair of the lows is dressed in tan and white. The other pair looks to be done in a triple white. In the mid, it could be a light tan or even like a very, very light pink. It's really hard to tell from these images, but stay tuned for more info. We got a couple new images of the Off-White Nike Air Force 1 low collaboration, and man, these are looking great. I mean, I'm happy to see some life being brought back into the Air Force 1. But they do feature a black upper and a metallic silver used across the Nike swoosh, which is a bit larger than your typical swoosh. Then on the laces, it features shoelace written on it, and on the tongue, we have Nike Air branding, which looks to be tilted and on the side, and then Air across the midsole. No release date, retail price, nothing like that. However, rumor is they're gonna drop later this year, just don't know when. While this is technically a collaboration with Trophy Room and Jordan Brand, I'm not really feeling like it is. But here we have the Air Jordan 29, which features an all-white build, and instead of the Jumpman branding by The Hill, it features the Trophy Room branding. Now, I don't think these are going to release. I think it's more for display purposes. Every time Trophy Room, does a collaboration, which has been a handful of times, it's been something a little bit more flashy or a theme, and I don't see it here. But I may be totally wrong. Either way, we do have this image, and if something pans out, I'll make sure to update you. Official images did leak some time back of the Air Jordan 5 Premium being called Pure Platinum, but release information wasn't known. A retail price was, which was $400. Now we have the details for you. Just like the Take Flight, this pair will be limited and more than likely will sell out because it's limited and only select retailers will have them, but they are dropping on April 22nd, 2017. As far as new news on the Air Jordan 1 High OG Metallic Red, there is none, but we do have a lot of images to show you, and you can probably see there will only be a handful in the video. Of course, more on sneakerfiles.com. They're still set to drop sometime in May for a retail price of $160, and obviously you can see white throughout, and then we got metallic red accents. Now, I do think there will be a little bit more hype for this pair compared to the metallic blue, but I still think these are going to sit. We'll have to see. Either way, I'm happy because I plan on picking them up. Jordan Brand put out this whole press release for the Air Jordan 1 and Air Jordan 31 known as Royal, but they're actually calling it the Air Jordan Flight Guy Collection, which I am not a fan of, but hey, I don't give a fuck because I'm getting the Royal ones, or I already have them, but I'm getting another pair. Here's what was said in the press release. On a cold, crisp morning in 1985, famed sports photographer Chuck Kunn stepped onto a remote Oregon airstrip to shoot a rising basketball star, Michael Jordan. Rather than wear his team's iconic red and black, Jordan chose his personal favorite colors, royal blue and black. The shoe he wore that day, the Air Jordan 1 Black Royal, was the first AJ1 offered for purchase to the public. The portrait became an iconic poster, coined the Flight Guy, its image etched in street and sport style memory. To commemorate this iconic moment, Jordan Brand launches the Flight Guy collection this summer. Highlighted by the Air Jordan 1 and the Air Jordan 31, the collection connects an iconic moment to modern innovation while paying tribute to the way legends surprise us, often out of the blue. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I've never heard this Flight Guy nickname for the shoes, but I was born in the 80s, but I was a baby then, so maybe that was the rumor, and I wasn't obviously around the sneaker scene back then, much later on. But, as you guys already know, both pairs are dropping April 1st, and retail for the ones will be $160, for the 31s $185. Now, as a quick reminder, yes, the Air Jordan 1 is labeled a GR, and it looks to be that way, GR. But does that mean there's going to be an easy cop and they're going to sit? No. So, like I've been saying, and I'm going to say it once again, make sure you enter your raffles. Make sure, if it's a first come, first serve, arrive early. And what I'm hearing is Nike Sneakers app is a first come, first serve basis. No raffle, no draw, nothing like that. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on sneakerfiles.com, and then we take it to YouTube. So from the video, what catches my eye, but I'm probably going to pass on, is the Reebok Insta Pump Fury. I just think it's a bit bright for my style, but I think it's a dope concept, at least with the 90s paint splatter, and the orange is something that is very eye-catching. The Off-White Nike Air Force 1 low collaboration, I do want them. However, if I don't get them at retail, I don't plan on getting them at all because prices for these types of collaborations are just through the roof. The Air Force 1 Jewel Collection or Jewel Pack, I'll probably pick up one colorway, maybe the tan and white pair, But I'll have to wait. I'm assuming that they're going to drop more colorways for summer, and if they do, like always, I'll make sure to keep you guys in the loop. Other than that, the Air Jordan 1 Metallic Red is a must cop, and the Air Jordan 1 Royal, I already have one pair. No, I'm not rubbing that in, but I do plan on getting a second, possibly a third, because one, I just want to beat into the ground, and when that pair is beaten to the ground, I want to wear one just casually, keep it clean, and then one on ice for down the road. But like always, leave a comment below, let me know from the video what you liked, what you disliked, or even what you plan on actually buying. Thanks for watching, stay tuned to sneakerfiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.